Hi guys, good morning. This is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. Sorry, I'm putting on my shoe. 1 second. Okay, great. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. And for those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. I greatly appreciate them. This is the daily forecast for all signs. It is a broad spectrum reading spoken in broad terms so that it reaches as many people as possible when it needs to. It's originally created for the date of Friday the 13th. Wahahaha. Crazy day. Friday, August 13th, I should say, but it's not solely set for that date. If you're seeing it on a date that's different than that, it's maybe time for you to see the message rather than worry about what date it was created for. So just be open-minded to the message and continue to watch the video. Please, if you're new to me or you need a refresher course in just kind of what goes on around here, check out the drop-down menu on the YouTube video on the dailies. It's pretty much a lot of the same information. It has the information around what decks I use and how to find them. In the Linktree link, it gives you my PayPal link if you're interested in sending a tip for any reading that you see. Tips are gladly accepted. Or if you want to book a private reading, you can do that through sending payment via PayPal and then messaging me at the Facebook business page. There's also a link to the Facebook business page, a small group that I keep on Facebook where you can reach me there, and also my Patreon page if you're interested in going there, and the links to my social media. So if you want to follow me, you can. Beyond that, there's some house rules that I want you to keep in mind, especially if you're new to me, and in what you should be thinking about when utilizing my videos. So I always want you to read that, just to be sure of that. And that's about it. I think that you should know by now that you take full responsibility for whatever you see here and how you interpret it or use it in your life. But if it doesn't make sense, that's fine. It doesn't mean anything's wrong or broken. You're just maybe working on something different at this time. But if it does apply or does fit with your situation, how you're feeling, what you're dealing with, please feel free to utilize it to your advantage or to your benefit. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Okay, what card do we get today? Okay, I'll take it. So we've got the Empress. Again, Major Arcana. It's been a funny week. There's been quite a few Major Arcana cards this week, but again, we've also seen that Seven of Cups card all week long too. No, well, not all week long, but 3 times this week. So that was a little bit odd also. I'm starting to think that it's not necessarily the deck, because we were having this it's not a bad thing, but we were having these repetitive cards, like blatantly repetitive cards all through last month, and I thought that it was the tarot deck, but it might be just the messages are trying to be driven home. So this is all about creativity, fertility, abundance. It can even be sometimes perceived as opulence, maybe even wealth. It's that sort of feminine nature, that divine mother, the giver goddess, the earth mother. It can be representational of that. It's associated very closely with the planet of Venus, which is the planet of love and beauty, which is tied to the sign of Taurus, which is very earthy, steady, dedicated, loving, kind, driven. It's that sort of an energy. So it's a very strong, feminine, nurturing energy, right? The Empress in our life would empower us. She would make us feel self-assured. She would make us feel in control, capable of seeing what it is, sort of what we want, and certainly how to go about creating it, nurturing it into life. If there's new avenues, new ideas, she's the one that we would want to have be present so that she can teach us and show us the way to bring these ideas to life, to bring these ideas to fruition, to make them successful, and to do it with sort of this sense of love, compassion, and optimism, right? So this is a very beneficial card, and it's certainly a lovely, lovely, lovely card to see after seeing the Seven of Cups for so for the previous 2 days. So the way that I'm going to key this into those previous 2 readings is that we've come and arrived out of that indecision or that emotional sort of maybe turmoil or push-pull that we were experiencing. We've certainly become clear on what it is we want or where it is we want to move towards, what it is we want to create. The Empress is clear on that. We're moving towards a space or a focus of love, and we're willing to put in sort of the work to get there. There's not much that scares us, bothers us at this point when we have the Empress on our side. She's going to move like sort of coolly, calmly, collected, and with compassion to make those things happen. That's just my take on it. Remember, the underpinning card for the end of the week, because we're now at Friday, this would be the end of our week. That underpinning card is that beautiful Leo energy of the card of strength, which again is also a very female empowered card in the sense that it's traditionally depicted with a woman reaching into a lion's mouth, and there's that balance of the symbiosis of their relationship, right? He's this big fierce predator, she's this nurturing mother. They work together, they protect and care for one another, and they present this sort of strong front, right? They are sort of this beautiful balance. The Empress, to me, coupled with that, says that, okay, great, we have that strength underneath, that resolve within ourselves, that balance we've maintained or found through going through that period of emotional confusion or indecision. We've now maybe come to this point where we've arrived in this place where, okay, now let's get to making decisions. The other thing that I think about this, and these decisions I would go so far as to say is they feel fruitful, they feel successful, and they certainly should be exciting because the Empress would represent all of that, right? We should be in a place where we're passionate about what we've decided. We're excited about the changes to come. We're excited about the plan to nurture it. The one thing I do want to say too, with this Empress card, this Siamese cat looks very much directed towards what I see as the future. So the plan ahead is exciting, laid out before us. We're focused on it. I mean, these are all things that I'm seeing just in the cat alone, or feelings that this cat is stirring up in me. So hopefully that's how you're feeling. If you're not, that is readily available to you. If you want to be in this energy, it's out there and available to you. So open yourself to it, settle into it, find appreciation for it, find the love in things, find the beauty in things, and start to look towards what you want to create rather than being in the, toss and turn of the Seven of Cups. That Strength card also, again, will give us that strength. And that's, for those of you that are new to me, I'm referencing a card that's the underpinning energy of the week. That's the Sunday reading, which is down in the left-hand corner at the end of this reading. Strength and the Empress, powerful combination, guys. So this could be a very, a day where we get quite a bit done. We might finish out the week with a bang. Even with the Empress being ruled by Venus, it could be an actual literal bang. The Empress could indicate pregnancy in all forms, not only actual childbirth, but pregnancy, like being pregnant with ideas or pregnant with creative projects, right? So bringing those things into being, making them real. And that's that Taurian sort of aspect to Venus, right? The planet Venus. So the Empress teaches us how, she has a very close connection to nature. So she teaches us how to appreciate our actual physical environment and how to create within that from a place of love and nurturing. So don't take that for granted. Card number 14, which would boil down to a 5, which is about transition, but the card is balance, and it's very much heart-centric with all of that pink energy in the bottom, and then we have this sort of like, I wouldn't know what we would call this, but this energy here that's happening right below the throat chakra and the heart chakra, which I love because it's like not only are we feeling our emotions and they feel good to us and maybe in balance, but there's a opportunity possibly to be able to not only feel that, but maybe even speak from that or communicate from that for ourselves. We may be transitioning to this space of balance from that Seven of Cups energy that we've been looking at for the last 2 days, that indecision, that worry, that stress. Now it's time to settle into what we know to be true, where our strengths lie, find the balance within ourselves, and then start to make things happen for ourselves at the sort of material environmental level, right? We're starting to work with the world around us, the people around us, and do so successfully, right? People want to serve the Empress. People enjoy and value the Empress. People should, and as should we. So we need to treat ourselves with that air of, we've got this, we're good at this, we can nurture this, we can make this happen, we can create what it is that we want, and we feel whole, complete, and balanced within to do so, right? The other thing I will note too, and I'm going a little long this morning, I'm sorry, is that the Empress does very much have a connection to nature, and the very original grounding stone for this week was the word nature. She's always depicted in like a forest with pomegranate, she's very much tied to the natural world, and I think that's interesting that we're seeing her towards week's end, because she brings us, or ties me back to that grounding stone that underpins all of the grounding stones. Our true, and the way I described that on Sunday was, we may learn something about our very true nature, or how we are, involved with the world or nature around us, and how we connect into our world. I feel like this connection should be very steady, should be love-based, should be very powerful, strong, and again, we see this word balance. So it feels very, very positive to me. The grounding stone for today is the word focus. So grounding in our focus, and that's what I'm seeing with that Siamese cat. She looks focused on the future, but she looks determined. That's that Taurian nature. In that determination, that doesn't mean we're like chopping off heads and pushing people out of our way. There's this, the love and the pink colors and the emanations that are coming out from the balance in here is like we're our own nurturer and protector this day. We get to set our focus and our intention on what it is that we do want and move towards that successfully, creatively, from a place of love. It should be a beautiful day to do that, and that the power is within our focus. The strength is underneath us, or behind us today, to utilize this. Strength. Also, I was saying there's that balance between the lion and the woman in the traditional strength card. We also have a balance going on between the Empress and the strength card. Strength being maybe more masculine, Empress being more feminine, but the two both being equally, able to produce results, make things happen in a positive way, in a confident way, in a way that's sort of not only grounded, but successful and a little bit decadent. So it should feel good, right? Because the Empress and the Leo energy of strength should give us that good feeling success today. Keep the focus on that. Keep your focus tight and on your plan and how to make it happen. And you should see sort of wonderful, wonderful possibilities arise if they're not already present and you're aware of them. That is your forecast. Please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.